Short form for request. So who is not in yet? Who has finished paper one? Just type thumbs up. If you finish your paper one, thumbs up. No? Oh, paper one done. How was your paper one, yeah? Which question came up? Maybe you want to share with the class, please. Situation writing. Let's go. Is it speech? Is it email or is it letter?
Informal letter.
Sent to your boyfriend?
No, sent to
Your ex-boyfriend?
I think it's formal, but I forgot the content.
Roughly. Is it to your cousin? To who? Usually a cousin, eh?
No, I think it's about a letter wrote formal letter write to your teacher in of your CCA to like go out to go overseas for a trip.
And that one is not informal, like that one will be formal.
Formal, yeah, formal.
Formal already, yeah.
I forgot. Because I wrote an informal letter for my Chinese paper one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the essay questions came up for the 4 essay questions?
I think the first one is about there was one about no.
About what?
Yeah.
About what?
No.
Huh?
No. LAW.
Oh, about the law.
Yes, yes.
Bali law. About law. What kind of law? I just went to attend a law bazaars here in the law firm last week. So what to do? What's the title about the law?
I actually forgot about it.
Okay, Singapore law or just law as itself, general?
Singapore.
Okay, the second question.
Environment.
Hey, we talked about it before.
Yes.
Now, we also discussed this a few months ago about environmental, huh? Okay. Sustainability, right? Okay, good.
Yes.
Question number 3.
Social media, how does it negatively impact humans' lives?
Hey, we also talked about this before.
Yes.
Okay.
Then
last
the last question I forgot.
But which question did you do?
Social media.
Social media, pros and cons, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that one quite easy lah. Okay. Who else? No, nobody. So next week they all start, huh? Eating. Wait, see that? I haven't start your paper one.
I start already.
Paper one. How come you never thumbs up just now? Naughty girl lah, you. I request some more, no. Okay, what is your situation writing?
Informal email.
To your boyfriend?
No, proposal for
ex-boyfriend.
Application of volunteering.
Application for what?
Volunteering.
That one cannot be informal, that one should be formal.
Formal, yeah, formal.
Don't confuse me, leh. You say informal, what piang? Okay, so formal letters. Okay, so what are the 4 questions? Essay.
For essay, I don't remember the rest, but then I wrote argumentative.
Which
that
is?
One,
yeah.
About how community studies are more important than community work. It's like, do you agree? Yeah.
Say again, 2, 4, 6.
Studies are more important than community contributions for young people.
Don't tell me you say study is more important.
No.
Wow, hey. Okay. So roughly what do you write?
I wrote community is more important because you learn about values and life skills.
Correct, life skill. Okay, what else?
And then if you study more, then you go out into the adult world, then you won't know what's happening. Something like that.
Okay, since we are in these topics here, since we are in I think yesterday, Tianyu, we all argue about this, right? Yesterday, Tianyu. Right, and Hanling also. Hanling, you still cannot see your face, poor thing.
Which one? Is it the ITE one?
Yeah. Yeah, the IT one. Let's ask them. Okay. So, yeah, Ke-ying and Rui Qi and Hao Xuan and Yi-Ting, would you want your prime minister to have education that is only ITE? That means after ITE, you know what is ITE, Rui Qi? It's the end, okay? It's the end. Not really it's the end. To most of them, it's really that said stop already. They don't continue for higher NITEC or degree. I'm not against that. I got students also from IT and graduated. So, Ke-ying, would you accept your future prime minister just only graduate as ITE? Yes or no?
No.
Sorry?
No.
No. Okay. How about Yi-Ting?
Unless he's like.
No. Don't give me the long story. I know you're gonna do. There's nothing wrong, Yi-Ting. I know you're gonna ask me. Depends on what situation, depends on circumstances. To see how it is, whether turn over new leaf, no leaf, no nothing. Just answer me straight to the point. Yes or no first.
Yeah.
You allow a prime minister that's only graduate IT. Confirm? Rui Qi? No. Oh, okay. What's going on? We are going on to talk about how are we going to sabotage the Ziye birthday party or the disturb Ziye. Okay. So yeah, will you allow IT? Okay, never mind. We have a pre and post birthday celebration for you. Yeah. Will you support a prime minister that is IT only?
No.
No. Okay. Hao Xuan, will you? Hao Xuan, will you allow? Obviously, he's not there. He just turned on the camera and then his soul and body are not there. And then you'll tell me, oh, my camera is not working. Then you'll say, I'm in the toilet. Half an hour stuck in the toilet, never come out as usual. Ziye, will you support her? Ziye, can you turn on your camera? Yeah. Will you support a person, a prime minister that is only an IT graduate? Sorry, I can't hear you.
Is it like a good prime minister or like?
No, it's going to be the next, let's say, for example, after 20, 30 years later, the Prime Minister Lauren Wong stepped down and then a new Prime Minister came in, okay, and he's only ITE graduate. That's all. Yes or no? Will you vote for him? Don't give me just answer straight to the point, yes or no?
I will see his quotas.
No, I don't want to hear your story. I just want you to direct yes or no first.
Sure.
No.
Sure.
Yes. Okay. I think I don't need to ask Mian Mian now. Mian Mian confirm will not choose a prime minister which is IT graduate. Those of you who choose no, I support you. Rui Qi. Seriously or not? No, I think you will choose no. For me, I can guarantee you will say no. For me, I will definitely say no. I will not choose a prime minister that is ITE. Yeah, then what's the point, 对吗？这样我们读了这么多书来做什么？这样你给那个我们给那种大众化那些人民的那种态度、那种概念，就是说，你看我老大都不用读大学都可以做老大，你看 ITE 都可以做 prime minister， 不可能的。这样我们这个新加坡的那个 education hub 变成怎么样？完蛋了。Then what's the point, correct now? Right? I know there are some country they allow their citizen to be somebody else and prime minister. Sorry, already. Now you know those countries screw up. Okay. I'm not against IT people. Yeah, you can tell me story that they work hard for it. Finally, they get the best of it and they do all these things. But the question is, you're running a country. So education is still very paramount important. Since Rui Qi, you're talking about study and working. You can show me the person who work very well, do a lot of volunteer, everything. The bottom line, I think Yaya will agree, is still your certificate. 就是那张纸，那张文凭了 right? Yaya, 如果你比如说你要生孩子以后，你当然是要找到一个很有专科的医生来跟你接生还是看你，对不对？ You don't expect a doctor, not possible. No doctor will just graduate from IT and full stop. Seriously. So for thousands of years until today, until the future, we still need the qualification, we still need the professionalism, we still need the certain amount of knowledge to become what you are, like doctors, engineer, lawyer, architect, a judge, professor, banker, you name it now, these are all the top people. So I feel that, yeah, thanks to those of you who say, yes, I will give them a chance as an IT. 他们有一句话，也不要盖着眼睛说瞎话。 right? Let's be honest, truthful to your heart. Yes, you are kind to people, but don't forget this person is going to run your future, your next generations. Though. Does he has the amount of knowledge to really think how to plan for the country's strategy? Just at the recent president elections, you can tell you how it is. So I feel that study is still very important. To getting the A1 and A2 are still very, very important. But I think you're right, Rui Qi. The life skills and all these things, you still have to learn to know what is the outside world there. Okay, fine. It's good that you don't judge. I know that you don't really like the IT people, so am I. Seriously. But there are some very, very good. There are still very good students from a very good school, but they are still not performing to a good characters. So, 一种米养几百种人. But it's how you build out the characters, okay? But thanks for sharing, Rui Qi. Ziye, you finish your paper 1 already? Ziye.
Yeah.
I marked your paper already, right? I went through your history, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So there's a few comments, but I just to share, since some of you are not in history, but you are doing geography, it's very simple. When you answer the questions, use the so then how. So for example, yeah, you're doing geography, right? Can you give me a topic? Don't give me math, I kill you. Geography.
Tectonics.
The tectonics is the earthquake belt, all these things, right?
Yeah.
Right. So how does it work? Now I'm asking you, how does it work? Tourism and climate. Okay, fine. How does it work? It works with the two belt because of the movement of the earth, right?
Yes.
Then how do I know it moves? So you have to set example. You have to look for places that got very prone to volcanoes eruptions or earthquake eruptions or all these things. Where? Let's take Japan for example. Okay, don't mind. Japan, which part they have the tectonic belts, and this belt will cause the movement, the sheath of the earth. Why did it cause it? Yeah. Why? How come it caused it? 8W and 1H. How often do it cause it? Why it cause it? Very simple. Yeah. No need to think too much. There are 3 types of volcanoes. Same thing like earthquake. One, do you know there are 3 types of volcanoes? Anyone can tell me? Whoever is in geography? Which are the geography, right? Okay, which are the 3 types of volcanoes that may cause earthquake?
Haven't.
Hey, no need to learn. That shows something from young. Your parents never tell you story about volcano. One type of volcano is boot, it died. Mount Fuji. Right? The dead volcano. They boot one time, they die. The other time, is boot. That is called the active volcano. Correct now? So you can know. The third one is the worst volcano. It boot, then it stopped for 4 years, 10 years. Then it boot again, then it rests for 2 years and boot, then rests for another 20 years, boot. That is called the dormant volcano. That is the worst volcano. And this one is actually related to the earthquakes and other things. Why? Number 1, yes, climate change. Number 2, because of this climate change, at the same time, because of humans, too much people, sometimes the dumping, all these will cause the belt to shift. And because of environment changes of the global warming, 叶老师有教你吗？这种东西不用教的，宝贝，你去看 internet 这些都懂的。所以我们的 geography 是现实的嘛，对不对？ You know, like history, don't tell me, sorry, class. Yesterday I tell you Hitler is from Germany. Today I just checked Hitler is from Africa. Then next week say, no, Hitler is actually from Sichuan. 因为他喜欢吃四川菜，他喜欢麻辣，所以他每天就讲，我要四川，我要四川。你会吃吗 ？Jackson Wang 跳舞。Yeah, so you're right. So there are 3 types of volcanoes. So geography, anything that you learn, always use the so then how. So tourism. Then how tourism affect the physical environments and the natural environment. How? The more people come, that means there will be more dumping. You know, Venice is sinking, right? Because of the tourist people going there, so it starts to sink. So now they restrict. Same thing. Now Bali also restrict for people to go in because they are going to charge them, because they want to control. More people means you create more heat wave, rubbish dumping, all these things. Get it now? But Singapore, no. The more you come, I'm more happy. Why? Because we have a back end of how to dispose our rubbish, our products waste. So we have a channel of process. Geography is all about cycle. Just plan. So you got this belt, you go and plan of it, go and Google it, use it. Create your own questions. Okay, why tourism will affect? Why this belt happen? How often it happen? So yeah, you are like a geologist 你是地理学家，然后去想，然后去分析，明白吗？然后去找，然后 these are the 8W and 1H. Why does it cause? How it cause? Who caused it? What will happen if this happen? What will happen if this belt will do something? Where will it happen? When will it happen? Okay, which belt is more serious? Which part of the earth can you find out this belt? Once you have all these list of questions, no problem with it. 明白吗？不要死背 geography 的，你要自己好像做那种科学家去研究 come up questions. Then when you came out the question already, you still don't understand. They say, hey, maybe I can look for Google. Maybe I can check with teacher. Maybe I can check with Uncle Raymond. Maybe you can check with your classmate. Okay? So anyone's beside Ziye, have you done your paper one already? Tourism, right? That is your essay, right, Ziye? Your essay, sorry, I beg your pardon?
I think history.
No, I mean the paper one, English paper one.
Yeah.
What do you have? Sorry?
They tested 1 euro and then they tested
No, my dear, it's not history. Not history. I'm talking about the English paper one.
for English paper 1. They tested I think education also. And then
education 我们不是做到闲了，对不对？做到不要做了哈。Okay, then.
and then they also tested something about media and technology. I didn't do like those questions, so I'm not very sure because I did the narrative one.
Huh? You did narrative. What is the narrative?
It's like one word. I wrote about hope.
Food.
Hope. H-O-P.
Hope.
Yeah.
Hope stand for ready? Write down. Ziye, can you send to everyone? What does hope stand for? Ready? Heaven. Often pray everyone. Heaven often pray. H-O-P. Heaven often pray everyone. That means heaven often pray for everyone. They pray for you. Hope. So how do you write this essay about hope? What kind of hope you talk about?
I wrote about how somebody lost hope in themselves, and then his friend was like helping him get it right, and then he through getting hope he achieved something that he wanted to achieve.
Yeah. That's all.
But and in the end, like the main story, the main moral is like you need to have hope in yourself so you can actually achieve your dreams and don't lose hope.
You see, Uncle Raymond has typed for you a few things inside here. Actually, your essay must mention all these things. In life, we are hopeful for something that we want to achieve. But sometimes it's hopeless that if we cannot achieve anything, but we must sometimes show that hopefully there's someone will come to our aid, hoping that this aid will make me for the best. You see, it links. All right. So the hope, actually the essay is very good to write. There are a lot of things to write. They can say hope for the world to have peace and harmony. Hope for the families that will be united forever, and hope for the COVID-19 will be ending, but not true. Sorry, you will come out the new variants and all these things. Hope for the best for my result and hope for everything that is good. Ling, just now you came in late a bit. So we were talking about, would you want a prime minister that is only ITE graduate to be your prime minister? Yes or no?
As long as he can.
No. I don't want to hear the story. Just answer straight away, yes or no. Yes or no? Very hard, right? Some of us, including Uncle Raymond, I will not accept it. I was a strict no. Will you? Yes or no?
As long as they're qualified to do their job.
Oh, so you allow.
No.
So you say yes. So I will
if they're qualified, of course.
No, they're already qualified. But he's only a graduate as ITE. He's not a degree. He's not
no.
average.
No.
No, right? Yeah, you see, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew got a Cambridge double degree. Goh Chok Tong also got a degree. Lee Hsien Loong got Harvard University. Deputy Prime Minister Lawrence Wong, who is going to be the next Prime Minister, also got a degree. So you realize that if you are run by a country with no degree, you can tell me that there are in the past there are people who are leaders who have no degree, but in this future here, no, there must be a degree. Okay, so may I take this opportunity 祝你们全家人中秋节快乐，身体健康，万事如意，圆圆满满。祝像你们的成绩，就像今天的月亮很明亮，成绩像就是好像长的奔天，越高越好。祝你们的成绩猛进突飞 ，I hope I use it correctly 啊！祝你们的成绩名列前茅，祝你们就像今天的中秋节这样很闪亮。Now use English I hope this Mid-Autumn Festival will bring a lot of hopeful news to all of you. Don't feel hopeless in life because hopefully there will be someone come to your life, some 贵人 or somebody will lend you a helping hand. And we always must have this mentality, hope for the best, to do with all your zest, to beat the test, to win the rest, and be top of the crest from east to west. All right, Ziye, thanks to your essay for hope. It just like links to my 中秋节 message to all of you. Today is my last lesson with all of you here. Okay, my last lesson with all of you here means that today you will be graduated for whoever you are from Sec 2 to Sec 3. And those of you who are Sec 3 here will be now officially declared by Uncle Raymond promoted to Sec 4 next month. Those of you who is going to continue next month in October, you are no more considered my Sec 3 students. You will be a Sec 4 student, all right? Those who, for whatever reason, want to stop and continue with other tuition or stop here, may I wish you all the best. Whatever things you want to ask me, come and ask me. You are most welcome. If you ask me math, I'm going to kill you, that's all. Thank you very much. Ziye, those questions just now, you say history that we spotted came out in your exam, right, Ziye?
Because we see like all the topics.
Yay! Well done. So you can pass with it. And for goodness sake, for now on, don't give me last minute your paper and mark. I can mark last minute. But when I want to give comments, it's not a 1-2 minutes comments, please. Because there's a lot of comments given. And I don't want to give the comments. Some of the comments are not very, not nice, not very, how you say, not very pleasing to you. Because why you write like that, you should redo this. So if last minute I tell you, 你会弄巧反拙嘞，你会走火入魔嘞，你想怎么办？哎呀，这样写不可以这样。So I don't want to confuse your mentality. My advice in future, anyone who give me something to mark, please give me 3 days in advance to mark lah. So I can give you my 2 cents worth of thought. You give me last minute, I will mark one. But then if I give you comments, they say, how then you 就 blur 了。哎呦，oh yeah, I should do this and do that. Okay, please. I don't want to make my student get nervous. Okay, please. And I'm not interested in your A1 also. You should know me. Okay, I just want you to be happy, to enjoy the process of learning the history, the process of learning geography and English literature. The process of learning math, seriously, Yi Ting, Ke Ying, Rui Qi, Qiao Lin, Ziye, Han, Hao Xuan, Mian Mian, Han Ling, and Tian Yu. I think the 2 of them heard before. You know, that day I was doing duty with my police officer. So we were patrolling at Admiralty MRT station, the shopping mall upstairs. So we saw a lot of tuition. Then I know one of the class confirm is having tuition in math. How do I know that class is tuition? That is math. Can anyone tell me now? Cross-referencing, inference and usefulness. Xiaoling, you want to give it a go?
Pain and suffering.
How do I know? I think there's a math lesson tuition. Then the other colleague, my police officer, will reply, yeah. Wait more? How come? Hey, don't mind, today's the last lesson. Relax a bit. Don't be so too stressed. Anyone can tell me eating? How do I know this is a math tuition?
Can hear them crying.
Yeah, I don't want to attend the math lesson. The teacher Rui Qi very naughty one. Ask me to learn this. Rui Qi, how come? Rui Qi, Yeah, something like that, Reggie. It's not about scoring. The whiteboard with all the algebra, PSLE. John got 10 apples, give to this 5 apples, the stupid kind of problem sums. I think I don't know why. You know, my friend told me, oh, yeah. When I was in secondary school, I did not pay attention. Then my teacher scolded me. So I asked my teacher, can you explain to me those problem sums? Can he help me when I come out to work in the future? No? Yeah. You don't go and ask the Tuakaso, right? The x find y, find x. Don't always ask me to find x and don't find your y. Why? Because I can't find your x. Okay, don't ask me what algebra or sine, cosine, tangent. Do you use this to buy things? No, right? The most you use like percentage, fractions, right? Decimal point. Okay, fair enough. The 4 operator times, minus, divide. That's all right. Then why you learn this dy dx? Then you want calculus for what? Then why you got A maths, E maths makes life so difficult? Find the isosceles triangle, find this triangle. Unless you're architect, right? Seriously, I'm not saying math is no good, but remember all subjects make you a good discipline holistics. So yeah, no, they are not crying, but you can see some of the student was like, oh my God, so stressed out. And I think today is a math PSLE. Okay, so yep. Now,
speaking of X and Y, let me draw one of my favorite lines. Wait. I know I'm not very good at math, so could you replace my X without asking me why?
That's a good one. Don't ask me why and look for my X. Okay, but I don't know. I feel that some of my colleagues in the math departments and science departments, they are very, how should I say, no, some of them are quite able to joke and relax, but when they come to, they are very systematic. I don't know why, because that's how they are trained. I'm not blaming them, please. Everyone got their own strengths and weaknesses. I never regret that I failed my A math. Yeah. But at least I got E8 in my A level. At least got no F9. So I spent most of the time in my history. So I never regret, but at least I know where is my dy dx. And that was my stronger topic, to be honest, surprisingly. But now you ask me to do it, I give me some time, I can do it. But I hate there's one called there's another algebra or what. Oh, I really hate that one. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, I think most of you have finished your paper 1, right? So now I would like to ask all of you, okay, some tips. So you're going to do your paper 2 soon, right? Which is next week onwards. All right, so may I just ask how to do well in your comprehensions? Hanling, can you type your answer there and copy and paste, please? Thank you, sir. So all of you, please put on your thinking hat. All right, and tell me how is it. All right. How should I will call you once 3 times. If I call you 3 times, you don't answer, I'll pass to the next person. Thank you. I hope those essay question paper 1 and 2 that I sent to you, I hope you make full use of it. And please don't ask me last minute for paper like that. Okay, because I got other things to do. Please ask me in advance 3-4 days. Say, Uncle Raymond, can I have the paper to practice? Then I can start to search. You don't expect me, I'm always sitting in front of my computer. Okay. You have to use fist pop. Well done.
I think that fish.
Use pop. Do you know they got this Starbucks guy. You know, every time when you order Starbucks, they will write your name. Yeah. Then you take your Starbucks. Rui Qi. Right, correct now. Right,
You just throw them. You just throw them.
No. You Yiting, correct now. Yiting. Have you go to Starbucks, then they write your name. Yiting, your cappuccino, something like that. So in
I'm
US,
telling you, we actually went to Starbucks and wrote Sakma on our.
No. Listen. You see, in US,
we told them our name was Sakma.
I don't.
It was funny.
Got this person in US, he started, 他讲话跟你讲 so you know what happened? What's your name? Raymond. So 他真的写 R-A-Y-Y-Y-Y-Y. Can I have Raymond, please? Oh my goodness. Straight away, the staff was being sacked. Okay. Okay. Thank you for Hanling using Facebook. That means you are looking for your SM, your what do you call this storm, your similes, your tone, your oxymorons, metaphor, and personifications. Thank you. It is very important to use all this because the comprehension passage is tells you to whether you understand the passage or not. Yes, well done. Please, where is it? Where are you? Where is where? Okay, can you
最后一个。
谢谢。Yeah, always read the story or the passage twice, 2 or 3 times. And then what must you do? I know all my formula. I just want to recap. Come on.
Oh yeah, always what's that?
Shh, shh. Let people give a chance. Give people a chance. I know what you want to say. Shh. Okay, give people a chance. 雅叶、可英、一婷 develop vocabulary skills. Okay. That's very important. This one I share with you. When you're looking for the words inside the passage, 可以 read one sentence before and one sentence after to look for the meaning. For example, the word is sophisticated. Or for example, the word is called advanced. So you read one sentence before and after to find the meaning. What is the meaning of the word advanced? Or for example, the paradigm shift. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Thank you, Hao Xuan. Very important. Use the highlights and secure methods. That's very, very true. Read the question carefully. Yes. And it's called one master and 3 slaves. Okay. To do well, make sure you read the text problem. Majority also will be given. Yes, definitely. That is very true for summary writings. Thank you, Chao Ling. Chao Ling, later after you stay back for a while. Can? 我要约你去吃 night supper. Analyze the text carefully. Do not hesitate. The prata, yes. Hey, hello, you like my prata? Hello, Miss Rachie. You like prata? Oh, thank you very much. Okay, since you know what is prata, what is prata? What does prata stand for? Type it up. Yes, you're right, my dear. Bracket the first sentence of each paragraph. Hey, don't say bracket the first sentence lah. Must say each paragraph. Hey, where are you? Well done. Well done. Yes, Reggie. Huh? Paper 3 listening complete all finished already, Xiaoling. Okay, later you share with me. Prata stand for the purpose, you are right. Audience, you are right. There are 3 types of audience. T stand for the tagline, you are actually right. You're absolutely right. The tagline, remember, just do it, Nike. Eat fresh, Subway. McDonald's, just loving it. Yes. What about the last A? A last A is a list of 8 W and 1 H. Why, what, when, whose, whom, how, all this. Okay, so prata is used for visual graphic text. And also you can use the prata for your SPQ question for your social study or even for your history. Okay, you can use the prata. What is the purpose of this person saying that? You realize all the sources is talking about purpose, reliability, and usefulness. Well done. Zachary is not here. Yiting, how about you? Have you given me your answer? Yiting. Warren is not here today. Mian Mian, your answer, please. Oh yeah, I forgot. I cannot. Okay. Why cannot highlight? Okay. Thank you, Yiting. Oh, I forgot you can write on the WeChat. Yiting say that write short summary beside each paragraph. Yes, you are absolutely right. How summary? Just put there one sentence will do, which is 12 to 15 words per sentence for the summary. Yes, thank you. Pay attention to the keyword in the question. Absolutely, totally agree. Well done, Mimian. But how do I pay attention to keywords? How do you know that is the keywords for you to look for the answer? Usually it's either bold or italic, or you can say, what does the author means by overrun? What does the author means by paradigm shift? Something like that. So that's a keyword to look for. And of course, the passage itself will give you a hint, like somebody say read 2 or 3 times. That's what Tenius mentioned, right? Yes. Okay. Goran and Zachary is not here today, so thank you. So using Fishpot is called the similes, the tone, oxymorons, metaphor, and personifications. Yaya say read the question carefully. 1 master and 3 slave. So you circle the master. If they ask you, okay, write down. Usually in the comprehension is why, how, and what. No more where and when. That is primary school. Why, write down. Why is for reason. How is for the methods. What is actually a hybrid between why and how? Why are you late for school? How come you're late for school? What makes you late for school? So it's a bit different. Develop vocabulary skills. Yes, that's my aim for next year. All the set 4, there'll be a vocab test, about 1,500 words for my guidebook to better English. Like one of very famous word, honey, deja what?
Deja vu.
Yes.
I've just been in this place.
Deja vu, right? And then there's some words that is cynical, right? All these words. So how are we going to form sentences? How are we going to use it? All right, thank you. I used the highlight and secure methods from my English teacher. Well done. And write short summary beside each paragraph. This is super important, Eating. If you can do that every paragraph like that, I tell you, you are in the verge to go for university already. Because in university, you have no time sometimes to read the entire 2,000 words or 3,000 words. So you only can read once. So every time you read one time speed reading, you put a small notes beside each paragraph. So at least when you do your summary or you're preparing for your future exam, you know what is this paragraph roughly talk about. So sometimes, not sometimes, so sorry. In fact, speed reading is very useful for you. And I totally agree with you. Write a small, that's what I did, Eating, when I was doing my uni also. Because I have so many notes. I got so many books to read just to write a 5,000 essay. I got to read 10 books and my lecture notes, okay, and my own notes. So I had to compile. So I had to do all these things. Okay, Rachie, right? Sorry, not about your A1 here. So recently I got one set one. Uncle Raymond, 你最好帮我的儿子一定要考 A1. Straight away I tell her, Rachie, right in front of the mother. 对不起太太 ，ma'am, 你把你儿子带走，我不要教了。啊，怎么？你要我教你儿子拿 A1 全部 subject? Sorry, 你来错地方了，拜拜。OK 不要这样老师不要对，因为我不可以答应你拿 A1， 我要你儿子要有 A1 for the attitude. You know what, Rachie? Look at my face, look at my face. When I ask my student, please give mommy a big hug. He did this, Give mommy a big hug. I was shocked, no? I actually want to tell her, if your son can give mommy a big hug, that is called A1. Because you see, I'm not interested in your A1 now, no. Because I know all of you will pass very well. Okay? The purpose is, my dream is that I want you to go to university. By the way, this Sunday, I'm attending my ex-student wedding. He's now 28. When he was in my school, he never get A1 already. Maybe 1 time or 2 times he got A1 from other subject. He never get A1. Straight away, I told him, okay, your result is what you are today. But if you want to plan a better futures, you need to go to university. You need to do well. And the poor father was landed in hospital because of stroke. And now you know what? He's a banker. It's not about A1, okay? But I believe all A1s and A2s are important, okay? do your best, but don't stress yourself until you get A1, then you know, so stressed out. Oh, see, you see, Rei Qi already stressed out, fainted on the floor already. I can't see her already, poor thing. I can't see her, right? Oh, coming back to life already. Come on, guys, it's coming back live in action. Oh no, you fainted again. I can't see her. Okay. Rei Qi saying, analyze the text carefully. Don't hesitate to annotate. Yes, very true. And plus the prata, yes, you need to annotate. Definitely, it's important. All right, to make sure that all the keywords are there, words are there to help you to write. And 1 mark, 2 marks, 3 marks. If it's 2 marks, if it's 3, asking you for 3 evidence, please write the 3 evidence. Firstly, secondly, thirdly. Or if you do like that, you'll be very good, very systematic. To do well, make sure you read the text properly. Majority of the answer will be given in the text. You just need to look closer, and not just closer, calmly and collectively, and concentrate that sentence. Usually the words that you cannot read well, or you cannot pronounce well, or you are very alien to you, very high chance this will come up and ask you for that. So pay more attention to these kind of words. For the parts where you have to think instead of copying from the text, you should have the skills to tackle them. If you speak, use the practice English constantly. We are talking about 7 types of cue. Rei Qi, can you help me now? Pay attention to the keywords in the questions. Yes. And that's where I'm going to ask Rei Qi to do this. IQ. Type IQ. IQ. Serious, Rei Qi, why you look so fierce? Smile. And then type QQ. And all capital letter, please. And then OQ. Then ready? FQ. FQ. 1, 2, 3. FQ, serious. FQ. FQ. Thank you. And then we got VQ. We got LQ. And then we got SQ. 不是坐飞机啊。Yeah, can you tell me all these stand for what? Give me one example. Give me one, can we? Just one and tell me. Thank you, Rei Qi. So that I know you're working, I know your parents are watching you. So you must take, now, daddy, mommy, I'm typing, okay? The stupid, bold, fat, ugly Uncle Raymond is asking me to type. Don't worry, I'm paying attention. Yeah, and then the titi there, yeah, yes, which question?
What?
Which one? Do you know what does it stand for now?
No.
I also don't know. I anyhow say one. 瑞奇叫我带的鸡蛋糕。他说 Raymond 啊，等一下我讲这个哦，他 WhatsApp 我。他说 Raymond 你讲这个哦，然后我带啊，然后我要你 arrow 雅叶讲这些。他讲的哦，他讲的。Do you sound like your school, like your classmate like that? Teacher, not me. 是雅叶讲的，是可英讲。一婷是那个班兄。Very bad. 瑞奇啊 ，when you type all this, you know what it means 啊？ 1 hour later. No. 2 hours. 一婷 you know what you mean now? I like the way. 一婷 hey, always show your hair, purposely, then show your hair and show your this part here. I know you are very bright student. You know, children with this forehead very bright and 凸出来啊，读书很厉害的，好像寿星公这样。一婷不懂啊？可英懂吗？可英也不懂。乔丽你懂吗？ Something quantity, yeah. I give you quality. 乔林懂不懂？懂还是不懂？不懂。田佑你懂不还是不懂？鸡蛋糕你跟我2年你还不懂啊？欠扁啊你！汉林
不懂啊？Say again.
All the QQQ. What does it stand for? 汉林你懂吗？
No.
I still forgot.
Okay,
Yeah, I appreciate you only say 1, 2 time at most.
Yeah.
我这样我跟你讲，雅叶，我们要念经啊，莫你我跟你讲 IQ stand
For you.
我现在念经了，不要吵。我跟你讲，南无你阿弥陀佛 IQ stand for inference question， 南无你 QQ stand for code question， 南无你 OQ stand for own questions， 南无你的 FQ stand for factual questions， 那么你的 VQ stand for vocab questions， 那么你 LQ stand for language questions， 那么你 SQ stand for summary question。OK， 我念完经了，听得懂吗？瑞奇不得了，瑞奇，那好像那个师傅师傅你别念了，我头晕脑胀的。IQ stand for inference question。Where does the sound come out? From the east lah. Then infer from the east. In IQ, write down, my dear. Yi Ting, you write down IQ stand for inference. I will call everyone to type, so you can know. IQ stand for infer. So QQ stand for code questions. Can you type code question? Can you please quote the phrase in the paragraph that shows that the author is very angry with his parents? Okay, has angry has a what? Something. So as angry as a what, it stands for LQ. Write down, LQ stand for language question, which is the storm, the similes, the tone, oxymorons, metaphor, and personification. Write down. How come nobody type and show me the answer? Why are you so lazy? Last lesson also like that. Don't want to help me. IQ stand for inference. Eating type. Ke type for QQ stand for code questions. Type the LQ stand for language questions. FQ stand for factual questions. Qiao Ling, can you type the word factual questions? Factual, that means you look for the fact. Actually, IQ and FQ, they are like twins. 他们好像是双胞胎。First, 你要 infer 跟 factual 嘛，对吗？infer 就是太阳从西边上来，从东边起来，对吗？ It's a fact, right? Correct 啦。不是说今天从东边，明天从西边，明天从南边，对不对啊 ？Thank you. Factual questions. What about the VQ vocab question? Okay, that means you replace the word. Pew pew, pew pew, QQ. I like that. QQ question, code question. We have another one called the vocab question, right? We wrote down. Okay, vocab. OQ, own question. That means use your own words. Okay, 就是把那个句子换成你自己的写法。So for example, bodybuilder equipment. We write in your own words. 我想来想去都怎么想 bodybuilder equipment musical instrument 就是这样，怎么变成 OQ？ 很简单 equipments of bodybuilder equipments of musical 呢 own words 了咯，对不对？明白吗 ？OQ。 Thank you, yeah. Thank you, everyone. So far, it's only got 4 leh. Come on, well done, the rest. SQ stand for summary questions. Can you type SQ stand for summary question? So for comprehension passage, these are the 7 七小福写下来七小福 Yes, summary question. Thank you. VQ stand for vocab question. Han Ling, can you type for me vocab questions? Hello, brother. Han Ling, vocab question. VQ. Hey, who never write the VQ? No, the LQ you say How about FQ? Can you write for me FQ? Factual. Oh, you are say 谢谢 1, 2, 3, 4. I still got 3 more leh. Where is my VQ? Vocab questions. Okay, Reiqi, vocab questions, write for me. God bless you. You just need. You see, it stays until my face. Even you cover your mouth also can stay until my face. Can you use the tissue paper now? Vocab question. I tell you, Uncle Raymond, after this Zoom finish, I really want to wet your head. Don't stop disturbing me, okay? My parents are watching me. I'm very serious. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, still got 2 more leh. Infer question 没有跟我写啊？可以跟我写 infer question. IQ stand for inferring questions. Infer. Thank you. Vocab question 写了哦。OQ. 乔林帮我写 own question. OQ, own question. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now very serious. You may ask, Uncle, so this 7Q 七小福 when do we use it? Of course, beside the practice, now this is the last minute 所谓临时抱佛脚. When you look at the question, ask yourself, if it's OQ means you know you have to use your own words already. SQ no need 讲. 不用讲，就是 summary question 了。Okay, so only the 6Q is used in your not day to day, all the questions, the 1-2 marks questions one, or even the maximum 3 marks. All right. So this method will use you all the way to set 4. Whether your A level, they use this now, depends on the GP paper. Okay, but most likely at least 50% will be using in your A level. Even use all the way to your university. Okay, these are the 7Q. I'm not sure whether your teacher share with you this 7Q here that I've given to you. It's definitely very useful for your comprehension passage. Okay, so next one, Ziye mentioned about brackets, first sentence of each paragraph. This is where the first sentence of each paragraph will help you to use the 7Q. Okay, definitely will help you. Maybe you only got the next 2 days to go and look through. Don't do new questions. Okay, do not do any new questions now. If you want to do, yes, why don't you go and look back through your past paper? Okay, and then identify those questions of the 7Q. Okay, the 7Q, identify. And always read the story. If you read one time and do the question, unless you have read this passage before, or this story before, oh my God, just nice, then yes, don't be overconfident. Okay, if you don't have the habit of speed reading and read 2 times or 3 times, good luck to you. Okay, when you go higher, there is even more to read. So thank you so much for your contributions of your ideas. So these are the 7Qs. So Qiaoling, would you mind share with us, since your paper 1 and 2 are completed already, right? So may I ask your paper 1, which situation writing did you do? Or did the teacher, did your school come up with?
We had to do a proposal type question.
Oh my God, proposal. What kind of proposal?
There is this, they had this poster with 3 activities.
3 activities. Okay.
Yes, as the leaders of our respective CCAs, we have to choose one activity to do for this.
Yes.
For an activity week type of thing.
Do you need to choose another activities that is not found in the poster?
No, just one of them that's stated in the poster.
Okay. So it's proposal. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. So there are 4 essay questions. Can you remember which are the 4 essay questions?
The first one was something memorable during a school event. The second one is whether electronics have benefited students.
Social media again. Okay. Quite close. Okay, technology. Yeah, we talked about this a few months ago. Yes.
I can't remember the third and fourth one.
So which one do you do?
The first one.
The first one is what?
The school event, the memorable. Or what is most memorable in a school event?
So it's a bit of a narrative. Yeah. Okay. I hope those of you who have not do your paper 1, please use your FeedSpot. By now, if you do not know what is FeedSpot, I give you one more chance to look at it here. Every lesson, I'll put it here. Okay, this is called FeedSpot. Fables, idioms, similes, proverbs, occupation, and places. And I think last week when this last week Friday I read now sit down and listen to me. My father say, right, the essay. Okay, so fable is like a short story to create a morale, to tell you what you're supposed to do. Like for example, if you say hope, Ziye, for example, you say hope, right? You can use to start off in your introductions. Every time I lost hope in whatever I do, my grandfather will always tell me this: dear child, if there's a will, there is a what? If there's a will, there's a what?
If there's a will, there's a way.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Correct.
I forgot the next line. Wow, scam.
Yeah. 所谓他们讲，他说有事者事竟成吗？不是啊，还是什么 ？There's a Chinese proverb also say that something like if there's a will, there's a way. Okay， 就是说只要有信心，铁半磨成针。There's a hope, something like that. Sorry, I may use the wrong proverbs of the Chinese here. So when you start off with this one, Ziye, okay, when every time I lost hope and I'm hopeless about it, and hopefully there's something to come to me, This is the fifth spot my grandfather tell me. If there's a will, there's a way. And because of this phrase, always encrypted in my mind, I always do things in a very hopeful manner. Okay, so get it now. I know because this one word essay, honestly, to those of you, 易听、瑞奇、雅叶、可盈、天佑、浩贤、绵绵 and 翰林, you are damn lucky, you know. Because my elder sons used to have the combo only one word: hope, faith, leadership, honesty. That kind of one word essay. That was the old syllabus of English. But now they changed to this one. So actually, Ziye, you're falling back to the old syllabus of English, one word essay. Okay, just like what I did when I was in my uni. So one word essay, thesis change. Not easy to do a one word essay, seriously. I don't know why the MOE changed back to this one. Seems like more easier. Yeah, easier to mark than compared to one word essay. Because a one word essay got a lot of things. You see, from there, hope can change to hope, hopeful, hopeless, hopefully, and hope for the best. Okay, so this is fifth spot. Just to share with you, some of you who have not started your essay one, this is the best time to collect some of the idioms or the proverbs to use to start off in the introductions to make it more vibrant, more vivid, and more very, very good. Okay, that's okay, fine. All right, so let's go back to this one here. If I have time, then we'll do this one here because this is a fifth lesson. Okay, so actually, I just want to share with you the introductions. But let's see. Ziye, will you be kind enough to read to the class, please? Thank you very much.
Since the 1960s, the family in the OECD era has undergone significant transformation. In many countries, the extended family has all but disappeared, and all the traditional family consisting of a married couple with children has become much less widespread as divorce rates, cohabitation, couples living together apart, single parenthood, and same-sex partnerships have all increased. With rising migration, cultures and values have become more diverse. Families have seen more mothers take up work in the labor market, and many of them earn more than their male partners. Adolescents spend longer and longer in education and training, and the elderly members of the family live longer and increasingly alone. The repercussions of these changes on housing, pensions, health and long-term care, labor markets, education, and public finances have been remarkable.
Stop. So you see, Rui, when you're saying the study and doing volunteer works, I feel that if a student's education is not being covered well, don't go and talk about doing volunteer works. Agree, Rui? So in future, if this kind of say yes, you should put that the emphasis is still on educations. No matter how it is, from the past, the present, and the future, the emphasis is always educations. So my favorite fifth spot for Chinese, 上梁不正下梁歪, monkey see, monkey do. So 近朱者赤, 近墨者黑. Okay, and I agree with you, Mian. Education is really very, very important. Right now, education is the invisible tool. TOOL is an invisible tool for you. You see, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, Sun Tzu, Kong Tzu, Men Tzu, or even those Socrates, those famous people who pass away, they pass away. 他们会留名百姓，是因为他们的教育，他们传下来子子孙孙的 education, the knowledge base. 这么好笑咩？The way is not. Are you laughing at me? No, because the way you like. 因为跟你讲 now you understand. I need to see a full face. 不然我以为你在笑我。
I'm not laughing.
哦，因为你很开心这样，不错嘞。That means 我喜欢学生像你这样开心学东西，不像有些人
Yeah, I'm not smiling.
哦，不用紧，我希望你笑多一点，好过那些人连开 camera 都不要开，连看我都不要看我，连每天从 set one 到现在整天那两只狗，萌那两只狗，哇 ，at least 瑞希有时候还会绑头发给我看一下，哎呀，那些连头发都不要给我看，只是看那个 forehead 这样，哎呀，真是。Okay, joke aside, don't take it very serious, please. Okay. Why I say that? Because education is the forefront of everything. If you do not have an educated workforce, the country will not be progressed well. the country will not only not progress well, the country will be backdated, will fall back. And what happened? Yiting and Ke Ying and Ziye and Qiao Ling, what happened? If a country is 文盲, illiterate, 会给人家欺负. True not? That's happened to China, right, in the past. So now China, you see, the one of the faster bullet train, one of the top cosmopolitan, metropolitans, and all these takes at least 3 generations to build. You are the 4th generations. If you're going to screw up, I tell you, 你真的以后死掉你下去还上去please 你怎么见你的祖宗18代? So we must be proud of what we have achieved. Okay, the Chinese and the Indians and those Iranians, the Middle East people, they have the richest history in the world. The British people, the white people, their histories are not long enough. The only group of people I can think of is the Romans, the Italians, the Romans Empire. All right, that is during the Jesus Christ Empire, 2000 plus years. And if you talk about Americans, the American history is only less than 300 years plus, or less than 300 years. Okay, they are good because they are using technologies. How deep is the culture? They cannot compare with China. Okay, so we don't read this one here. Okay, this is a good example for comprehension passage if you want to. Eating your turn, please.
But what about the future? What sort of changes can we expect over the next 20 years or so? The space of a generation, and how will those changes challenge policymakers? Social structures tend to change slowly. Many of the gradual changes that have been taking place in OECD countries are likely to continue, in some cases intensify. Higher rates of female participation in the labour market, higher divorce rates, more single parents, rising and longer enrollment. In education, growing numbers of elderly, high numbers of foreign-born population, ethnic diversity, and so forth. But this does not necessarily mean business as usual for policy making, since the cumulative effect of all these trends will be to put an ever greater strain on the traditional social fabric. Are there thresholds and tripping points in these developments beyond which situations take on critical proportions? For example, will the continuing fragmentation of the family, in addition to an increasing number of elderly singles, lead to chronic housing shortages and overstretched long-term care facilities for the elderly?
Very sad for this generation. Is it generation millennium, Rachel? Or what, generation X or what? Or it cannot be X, sorry, or generation Alpha. This generation is going to face in 2030. How old are you? In 2030. 20 plus? Is it 20 plus? Most of your parents, including myself, will hit about 50 and go on. By 2040 or 2050, confirm your parents and me will be an old man and old auntie, uncle will be. And what happened? You guys are facing the challenge, the advanced challenge from everywhere in the world. With AI, technologies, everything is so fast. Technology is become part and parcel of your life. You cannot skip. So what it means here is that, like for example, you haven't come with a comprehension passage like that. You have to take note about your social studies skills. You know, from your social studies skill, we got the aging population, we got the skill future, we got lifelong learning, we got the MediSave, MediShield, MediFunds, we got the housing issue, we got the racial harmony or racial discrimination issue, we got the French assimilations or do you accept diversity? Now, all these DDs make you to be in the real world that we live in. And sometimes comprehension passage, like a fractures passage like this, will ask you, how do you see the next 20 years of the futures of your generations? So a few things that, you know, they predict there will be more high divorce rate. 为什么乔玲？为什么会 more divorce 呢？以前的妈咪都没有这样，为什么现在好像 divorce like 好像很 like fashion 啊 ？Why 乔玲？
Because people are starting to forget traditions and starting to think more about themselves.
Self-centered Are you saying that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 为什么为什么越来越多好像 single parents, high divorce rate, or even people who get married don't want to have children? or people don't even bother to get married, or people just like 同居. Okay, now we can have not together, but we don't get married. Why yeah, yeah. What's wrong with this? It's your society leh. What happened yeah. 你们读书是读到头脑进水还是什么 ？Back to you. Yes, yeah. You want to go A-level, right?
Yes.
Then you're going to answer all these kind of questions. It's not for fun and laughter. Whatever I'm teaching you is real life. 不是开玩笑的嘞。为什么？如果你是 MP 你要解决这种问题为什么雅叶？
Because like not many will want to like marry again, have children, and then the reproduction rate will like go down, and then the nation in the future there will be like aging
population.
Aging population, yes.
Yeah. Why 为什么每个人要选择走到这条路 ？My question is to you， 为什么要这样？
Because they don't want to marry because of like many reasons. For example, their parents divorce or their
不要走错他们那条路啊，对。
Yeah. And then like they feel like their boyfriends like boyfriend or girlfriend like you know like how do you say that? Cheat on them, whatever. 不敢结婚，不敢结婚。
为什么不敢结婚？因为他怕有老三啊，小三啊。
怕有小三，怕离婚，怕是家暴男，啥都有。
这是几千年到现在都有这样的问题吗？为什么现在越来越惨，越来越严重，
越
来越普遍？
社会它这个现状变得越来越普遍。
对呀，为什么 ？Why is getting more common and more popular? It's like 我又离婚你这次是离婚几次？3次而已啦。哎呀，我朋友离了5、6次了，还是这样。我真的是哇。The thing is outside. OK 你还不知道了解的严重性啊。OK， 不是你啊，我不是讲你，我是讲接下来的社会啊。依婷 ，Thank you 雅叶 ，Why 依婷 ？Why are getting more of this situation?
Maybe because like after a while they realize that they are not suitable for each other.
Very good. To be honest, don't mind all the ladies here. I'm looking at you. All the ladies here, I'm referring to all the ladies, no sexies. It's not easy for a future husband to marry all of you here. 如果你的老公要娶你的话，你要跟他约法三章，还有条件，对吗，瑞吉？以前的人就是嫁鸡随鸡，嫁狗随狗，对吗？好，以前的奶奶爷爷就是arranged marriage 对吗？雅叶，一听瑞吉 ，Can you imagine 瑞吉 in 5 years time you're going to marry this guy? I don't care. Not only you must get A1, A2, you must marry this guy. Bye bye. I will become like Romeo and Juliet. Bye bye, mommy. See you. 我会私奔的，对吗，乔玲？可以。I don't think your parents say, okay, you must marry to this fat guy because he's very rich. You must marry to this skinny guy because he's very rich. 对吗？以前的人是这样很可怜女孩子没有主见，但现在的教育把你们弄成到很好。So I'm very worried about Yi-Ting. If a husband were to marry you, he make sure he got a very good criteria, then you will accept him. 对吗，Yi-Ting？现在没有嫁鸡随鸡，嫁鬼随狗， that is the past 100 years ago. So it's because of the education that makes you to be independent right now. Okay? Able to think better for yourself, able to protect yourself, able to achieve what you want. 你能做到，我老娘我都可以做到。老娘，对吗？雅叶 correct no? You are more independent. You are able to know what is right and wrong. So your future husband must be able to accept your way of doing things. So no such thing as MCP male chauvinist pig, meaning that 没有那个大男人主义的。I'm so sorry, Asians still got a lot of this 大男人主义. We still have to take away of this. 对吗，乔林？对吗？没有，以前是说男在外，女在内。Sorry 啊，it doesn't make sense. But because of all these things, people cannot get used more and more high divorce rate. They cannot see eye to eyes. They cannot be able to see that, hey, what you say is not true, leh. Why are you restricting my freedoms? 对吗，雅叶？对吗？除非你说有小三，我没有话讲。Then that's a different story 这个是 ask for it 的。But 如果他们 cannot see eye because 他们工作压力没有时间照顾孩子，没有时间做他们家里的本分 ，means that they can't nurture their child. They have issue of being able to bond and sit down to communicate, to negotiate, to bond. That's it. Ask yourself this question. Seriously, it's a very, very sensitive question now. Ask yourself this question now, all of you. How much time your parents really sit down and play chess with you, play Genshin with you, Minecraft with you, or even play chess with you, or even 女儿瑞奇，走，我们去看一场电影 ，Daddy OK 吗？妈咪说女儿，我们去 shopping 去学 line dance，噔噔噔噔噔，妈咪 OK 吗？我要读书，不要读了，走走走，陪妈咪去逛街，有吗？ Please do that with your children next time. Seriously, because I can tell you, your children will definitely be 100% smarter than you. Well done. 我跟你讲各位小孩子们，我叫你们小孩子 ，It's not about he fan I fan 哦，瑞奇，因为我跟你讲，我身为父亲我跟你讲，你觉得吗？ When you grow up, it's not about your parents. 瑞奇雅叶依婷可英乔林子月绵绵读书It's the time you remember your parents brought you to go to the USS, take the transformer ride, or buy you the best present. It's not about the way he teach you. No. One day, I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Your parents and I will say bye-bye to this world. But the things that you remember when your grandparents, when your grandchildren ask you, 奶奶爷爷。 以前你们的 daddy 是怎么样对你的 ？You will remember the most memorable, priceless moment. Transformer ride， 对吗，瑞奇 ？Alright， 对不对 ？Let's be honest. You will remember the day you sit down with your maybe sorry let's for example 瑞奇 example I take you maybe you're 20多岁 then you got the first love then you so called that boyfriend you break off with your boyfriend. Wow, your daddy very angry. You go and scold your boyfriend. But that's the time when you lean a shoulder and cry on your daddy say. This is my first love. I got this boyfriend. Then your father will tell you, don't worry. This boy 不配做我的女儿的老公。Then 他就讲，其实 daddy 以前也是很多个 friend， 不要跟妈咪讲。Something like that， 那你老爸会打死你。他会讲出他的 secret whatever it is, just to console you and take care of you. Seriously， 天下的父母亲都是爱孩子的。So to prevent all these things, you have to set this one ready. Increasing number. Okay, this one you done a housing shortage over there. Of course, 乔林读了哦。没有，乔林 come. Of course.
Of course, on a more positive note, time may see family relations configuring on new foundations. We may increasingly see networks of loosely connected family members from different marriages, partnerships, and generations emerging, who devise fresh approaches to cohesion and solidarity. Intergenerational transfers could take on a new, different life with important consequences for social services, welfare, and fiscal management.
Fiscal management is not to do with money, all these things, money, welfare. Like for example, some parents are being thrown away, the kids don't want to take care of them because 他们已经觉得没有用了，丢进他们去老人院这些these are children I call idiot unless 他们真的很有苦衷Carry on.
Growing, better integrated ethnic
groups. Yeah.
communities may help to instill the family values into mainstream society. And medical progress, such as in remote health monitoring, may help elevate the stains on families of caring for elderly dependents. But beyond the steady trends, we should also be alert to new, potential disruptive factors.
Exactly. I read Xiaoling sent to me some message just now. Biggest problem is that since we were not raised with this type of behavior, spending quality time, we tend to stray away from any future opportunity that they try to create to spend time with us when we are now older. 你不可以怪你的父母亲嘞 Whether you're in Singapore, in Hong Kong, in US, in any place, maybe a Western country may be different. As far as we are now in every day is a survivor. We have to work in order to survive, and not only because of the inflation rate and everything is expensive. Like today, I buy the 冰皮月饼给我母亲大人吃 ，then 我太太就觉得哇这么贵呀、then 那个 of course 那个 Bangga One Solo Sales 到静静 ，then I 就 say 现在东西每个都很贵的 ，without hesitation 雅叶一听瑞吉是啊东西很贵 ，then you know I reply back. I thank God I can stay in Singapore, even 东西是贵 because we know Singapore is a good place to stay. You know what she replied me? 这句话你说的很对啊，是真的。Thanks to all your parents who make this country to be safe, sound, secure, smooth, and systematic. Thanks to all your parents who hard blood and sweat to pay taxes and make sure their next generation will fulfill the next role model to be a good citizens. Thanks to your parents who day and night 风雨无阻，日晒雨淋，早出晚归。为什么？为了做那几千块钱养家，养你们成为有用的人。你们鸡蛋糕还恐非读书真辛苦，见识如见虎，只怪秦始皇烧书烧不完。不对嘞 ，You're going to be the next generation also taking care of your aging parents 嘞，怎么办？你为了那2000块的，哎 ，you graduate O level A level you got 2,000-3,000，你觉得你可以生活吗？你觉得你可以养你家糊口吗？你可以觉得你可以带你父母亲去一个很好的旅游吗 ？Don't forget when you're young, your parents bring you to holiday. Now when they are old, you also have to bring them to holiday. Correct 吗？一婷 ，correct 吗？职业乔林 correct 吗？可英天佑对吗？我们是华人呢，我们懂得什么是《弟子规》哎。你们讲读书辛苦，现在鸡蛋糕不要读了，不要读了 ，don't complain. Do it with your sincere heart and passions. So now, once you have this passion, all the A1s will come to you one because you know they will have an objective to fulfill. So what you say is true. 你懂成吉思汗哦，他的儿子没有空可以成为一个很有才华的那个皇帝啊。可是 Kublai Khan 他的孙子反而是最接下来帮他的爷爷 expand the whole empire of the Mongolia empire. Of course 啊，瑞奇，成吉思汗整天去外面打仗，他都没有时间陪他的儿子，他儿子只是在那边看他的 daddy. Oh, that's how my daddy fight. Oh, that's how the general talk to me. Correct not? But when 成吉思汗 retired, his son took over the time. He got more time with his grandson. And explain the strategy how to do and build the empire. Ask yourself, when you have grandparents around, ask yourself, why grandparents 所谓家有一老，如有一宝. So my twins Aling, no, my twins are your junior, right? So he say he want to go, he say end of this year he want to go France, China, and London. Straight away I told the two of them, no. You better go to China. Why?
And you convince them to stay in Singapore because so that I can torture them for CCA.
They will.
But
please, let me finish the story. They have to go to see China because recently last year, their wife passed away.
Oh.
Okay.
They didn't go back?
No.
Oh, that's surprising.
Because China that time still locked down, ma.
Oh, I see.
Then 现在我说就 I convinced them 去看外公，他们的眼睛差一点红了嘞。I say, go and see your grandfather. Because 你可以看他多久？你要去英国、意大利、法国 whatever， 你还有很长的时间，对吗？瑞奇 agree not？ 看爷爷最多20年的时间给你看啊，给他活到100岁啊，对不对？你还可能读书读到很好 ，when you study well enough, you can even bring your grandfather for holiday. Agree not, Hanling? True not, Hanling? So I convince them go China first. All these holidays go later. Visit your grandfather alone there. Her grandfather now is alone in Shanghai there. Now you know my motive. If you come and tell me I need to A1 for my study, sorry, wrong class. Okay. Once I make you to able to think better, to be more passionate, to know what is the purpose in life to study, then you will come have A1. You don't come here just for A1 without a purpose because my mommy, daddy say so. Yeah, I know their purpose is to make you to study well. Nothing wrong. But my job is to mold you than just an A1. By way of illustration, information, and communication, okay, this one is not important. So finally, I don't want to read this. Can I have 可以 Finally,
just as changes within society will affect government policies, so will government policies affect families. It is always difficult to predict how policies on housing, education, and international futures program.
no, and training, sorry, you take away this one.
Oh.
Sorry, and training.
And training, taxation, social benefits, employment, health, media and entertainment, etc. will influence family formation and outcomes for younger people. The experience of welfare state over the last 50 years may have useful pointers to offer for the future. Moreover, recent years have witnessed a plethora
Write down on a piece of paper, the one highlighted in yellow color, write down. Plethora of new initiatives taken by governments. Go.
To deal with population groups considered to be particularly at risk. This range from carefully defined sector-based measurements to help children, teenagers, the elderly and families to broader holistic approaches to policy making at various levels of government targeting particularly vulnerable segments of society.
Stop. I realized nowadays, thanks to all of you, I can see all of you looks very nuts, very nice people. Betty, you should look nuts, not notorious. True enough. Right, to be quite quiet. Because as you know, I'm in the police force. Some of my colleagues, we share some of things that sometimes we arrest a lot. Recently a lot of scammer, a lot of scammer. And then 那些被 scam 的人呢，那些坏人坏蛋的是，从15岁、16岁到30多岁嘞，完蛋了，这些小孩子，乔林可以完蛋了。Teenagers 为什么？他们要贪爱慕虚荣，贪小便宜。They want to go the faster way to do it. Cannot. You can imagine, Charlie, you're right. If you're IT in as a prime minister, 完蛋了. Can he or she come up with good ideas? If people study university, got a reason for that. Please be honest, respect these people. Okay, if you cannot study until this, then you just keep quiet and follow. But if you don't follow, you want to come on your own, then prove your capability and your ability. So you see, we are sharing these teenagers, we arrested them, and seriously, what happened? Come from broken family. Parents don't love them. Okay, like what Hao Shen say, with dad's bonding, it's very, very important. 就算你多忙please, 就算你 parents 多忙，就算他们不会主动not automatically come and say hello, hug you or give you. Please, can you take your own initiative and approach? Mommy, daddy, can I meet up with you? Can I have a date with you to go out for a short coffee break? 家里不可以喝咖啡咩？不要去沙巴喝咩？这么贵。Then you say 我存钱了 maybe this is a part-time job. 我可以请你喝咖啡吗？ Yeah, date with parents, what's wrong? That's the problem of Asian cultures. What's wrong? One day your children might say, Mommy, can I have a date with you, go outside and watch a movie? You will remember this very precious moment in your life. And it will make you learning better. Then 你知道读书的含义是什么？真的，孟母三迁，为什么孟子会知道他妈妈这么用心良苦？他为什么岳飞会变成了一个大将军？是他母亲大人，就算他多忙，还是教他儿子写字。不只是教他写字，儿子，你鸡蛋你给我拿 A1 不然你不可以做岳飞你不可以做将军No, they make sure there has a love and passions. Build this first before you build the academy. Build the bond first. That is the most important. Excuse me. I'm not the great expertise or professionals who got a certified doctor in psychology or these things. But please rest assured, I've been teaching for 30 years. I've seen thousands of students, thousands of family, different background. I will not say 100%, I know you well, at least 90%. Please trust my judgments, okay? And trust my way of and my experience to make you a better student, a leader, not just A1. Okay, do it. Let's say now some of you want to do part-time job. Yeah, if you want to work in my shop, my boss shop, please let me know during the holiday. 1 or 2 days is fine. Or I have a big exhibition coming in the 4th and 5th of November. Yes, you can come and get some experience by all means. Then 你知道做工的辛苦。Then 你知道可能赚了这个钱，请你爸爸妈妈去吃一个 simple meal. The relationship is different. So future changes in Singapore's families and household competitions. Okay, that's one we are talking about how it's improved over the years. You see, getting more and more people divorced. Okay, marriage also increased, but is it a good thing because of baby boom at that generations? You see, family structures is linked, for example, to poverty. So I always like exam because I want to get rid of poverty myself. So you see, projecting changes in household structure in this will definitely affect you. And please, if you are doing a social study, go and read more about these family bonding unities. These are the hot topic nowadays, talking everywhere around the world. So do it, okay? And explain. I like the one tell you're talking about the China's bans tuition, right?
Yeah, the China ban of
Why
tuition.
do you think China want to ban tuition? It was tied there.
From what the source I read, it was to like, cause you know how now, because China is like one of those like smartest country in the world, like similar like USA and us. Then like it's like obviously the children inside the country will have to like be also very smart, which means they either have to be smart on their own, like just study on their own, or they are just given a lot of tuition, which is what the whole thing was about. The ban of tuition was not to actually fully ban, but to reduce, like how some parents they just give their children tuition just because they want better grades. Like let's say they get a solid B, but then the meaning of the ban of tuition means that how do I say? It's like, let's say they are all the subject B, but then like one subject C. Before the ban, all of them, their parents will probably give the person like all the tuition, cause they are like, they just want, like, instead of wanting just a B only, they want the child to get an A. But after the ban, it's like they change it to the only subject that they really need, then they will get them signed for tuition.
Thank you very much. I nearly go to China to teach before the ban. Before I joined JLC, I nearly go. My friend already prepare everything, go there and teach. Material prepare already. Flying to Sichuan 还是川不知道哪里啊 somewhere lah, okay? Yeah, to teach Chinese, maybe correct. I'm going to kick you, man, teach Chinese. So I'm supposed to go there and teach and set up something as one of the teachers, senior teachers there. But after the ban, I think now you understand why I'll tell you. Because China people definitely can, Chinese student, not China people, sorry. The Chinese student in China, most of them will score very well. But the government don't want all the graded A1. They don't want the singing with brain. They want the singing with the brain and the heart for society. Okay? So that's why they ban tuitions. So because the tuitions are the rich people what can afford to have the affordability to let their children to be the 名列前茅, okay? But what about the poorer children who can't afford tuition? That means 他永远是 forever 变贫穷, will never have a chance to shine. So on an equal footing, this is where the communist rule comes in. 人人都是平等的, which is not wrong. But then again, of course, people will find that no, it's either I stay on or I get out of the country or I find some way to get my kids to be there. Reason number one, because China is a one-child policy. The maximum is two-child policy. And now the standard of living is so high, right? So they have to, no matter how, 他们每个都是要望子成龙. Nothing wrong. But because of that, they forgot about the attitude, behavior, and characters of the child. But if this tuition were to change to other things instead of academic, maybe it will be acceptable. Maybe it'll be fair. Okay, just like end of this year, I might be going to Vietnam, planning to set up some orphanage teaching. So some of you who want to give away your toys or your storybooks, please let me know. Friends are going to Cambodia, myself will be going to Vietnam, but I supposed to go to Vientiane. But because you know now Vientiane, the Myanmar, the side, they are having Luan. So now I'm channeling my direction to Vietnam. I went to Vietnam before, I know how poor and how bad it is. So if you all want to give out your toys or your things, please let me know. Okay. Yes, I totally agree with you. This is the things that we will have this problem. What problem? Problem is that equality. Very sad lah. There's no equality. Okay. Okay, so this one you done already. Okay, this is the one that we will stop here. We'll see whether we can bring it to next week lesson. Some of you might be continue with me. There are three options. You'll be continue all the way, or option one. Option two, you might take a break and then continue somewhere in November, December, or go for a holiday. Or the option three, no, I want to stop for the next 3 months and I'll join you in January. Or option four, you say, thank you very much. I've learned a lot from you, Uncle Raymond, for the past 1, 2, 3 years. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. But now I want moving forward. I think my English foundation is good enough. I want to move on to do other things. We are still friends, not teachers. We're still friends. You can call me anytime. That's all. Okay. But today is the last lesson for your level. Moving forward in October, then that will be next level. That means you're all set for my tuition center, JLC, we are planning some set for boot camp. But wait now, don't go first. Don't go first. Whatever it is, I hope that you will join me on the 29th of December for the year-end party. Of course, you can bring your brother, okay, Charlie, you also can bring your brother and sister. All are welcome. No, I want to start 2024 with a big one, especially for those of you who are doing set for next year, with a big one. And those of you who are coming and join me, I want you to see my new tuition place in the classroom. Yes. Okay. That is for, and I also want to get some of my VIP people who are helping you in your 2 minutes presentation. Okay. So